retina. Yeah! Yeah! I'll be back from The Difference is Doing It. And back with the next edition of our monthly disc art giveaways. This one specially made for March of 2022 with some top shelf ingredients that I think are going to leave all of you just like licking your fingers and wanting some more. Yeah! Let's start that list of ingredients off with the disc here itself. That seems appropriate. You know, like there's always something that I would adjust if I had it to do all over again. But this one really does feel like a banger, one of my good ones. There he is right there. We'll hold him up to the camera and try to fight the glare that's next to impossible. You know, I think I liked it better before he was Grogu and was still just Baby Yoda. But that's him in his pod there over top of the Mando symbol with a little spin die behind it. And then I gave the back a spin die as well. I'll hold that up so that you can't see it in the glare. You know, tough to miss the mark with Star Wars as the subject matter. But like I said, this one felt like one of those ones where at the end I was kind of like, yeah, this is one of them. The line art for this stencil, it was actually done by a TDIDI Army general who is a crazy talented and super dope sketch artist. His name is Kob One Art. He did this drawing, this Baby Yoda or Grogu drawing, during one of his own live streams. That's what you're seeing play over my super high-tech microphone right now, where he just etched it out on the computer, all sorts of perfect light, while he was hanging out with everybody. And then like I picked that one and then I wiped the background out and then T-Diddied it all up with that clear glue swirled Mando symbol and a little bit of a spin die. But like I didn't just pick this Grogu picture because Star Wars is like a really easy win. It's because it was one of the few pieces of his work that I really felt confident that I could handle pulling off a stencil for. Because like as you can see now, these are some of the other examples of his work. They are crazy detailed, some of his stuff, like, and killer pieces of art. Here's another really cool thing about Kob One Art. He's agreed to take on a project for us here at TDIDI, designing a handful of new designs for custom stamps and t-shirts and stickers and pins and all that stuff, which like I am over the top stoked about, if you can't tell. So you're going to be getting a chance to see a lot more of his artwork around these parts. Now, I've gone and linked all of his places in the description down below so that you can go check out more of his stuff and show him some of the TDIDI Army love that he deserves. So go click them, you'll be thanking me. Last on the list of top shelf ingredients making up this month's discard giveaway is the pending tutorial that you're about to see, which, you know, a few weeks ago I showed off to everybody my fancy brand new super high-tech DSLR camera that we're recording all the footage with, and it's so much better. And you know, since that time I've figured out like 4 or 5 more buttons on it. High-tech Bobby. So it's gotten like incrementally better in that way. But here's the thing, for the first time I brought in like a bunch of other camera angles, which I think like really give a much better view on things and what's going on while I'm dyeing the disc. So not only will I walk you through every step that I took on this Baby Yoda so you can make one for yourselves, but for the first time we're gonna let you watch from the front, the back, and the bird's eye view. Yeah! High-tech Bobby. Alright, let's dive into this tutorial here already. What do you say? I can't wait for you to see how much cooler it all looks. And then I'll circle back on the other side as always to talk about how you can enter yo ass into the giveaway and some other things that we got going on around here at TDIDI. Alright, I'll catch you on the flip side in 10. Let's do it. Boomtown. Intergalactic Boomtown. It took a twisted and indirect path to get us there, but we made it back again. Not pictured on this disc, along with me forgetting to turn the camera on when I colored in the little lights, high-tech Bobby, was all the time that I spent staring at it and changing my mind on what I wanted to do next. I think I landed at the right spot in the end on this one, but sometimes that's just how it goes. The disc doesn't always go where you planned on taking it, and you end up instead becoming just as much of a passenger to the whole experience as you are the driver. But I also think that that's one of those signs that you're doing it just right. When your muse is able to take the wheel from your hands, without you even realizing it, you have effectively escaped fully from all of the crap that we run away to art from. Here then are a few slightly less existential lessons that I thought were available to be gleaned from that one. First, look, everybody screws up lowering the disc down onto the vinyl every once in a while. Totally sucks. But you gotta start over. Second, B, in last month's giveaway, we used contact paper to mask in between different background dyes on the disc, whereas this time I used pretty much all glue, mostly white glue, which, it is perfect for masking for spin dyeing and brushwork. Here's the reason I really like it, at least over things like contact paper and vinyl for spins. It's because it doesn't have the same hard edge, the little hard edge that a piece of vinyl or contact paper would have, which, when you're spinning and the disc is going around, it hits that little hard edge every time and ends up leaving a hit mark that looks different on one side of the mask than it does on the other. And like I said in the captions, the glue, on the other hand, when it dries, has an inclined, dries like an inclined mound, which the brush will just roll over and roll right off. And then it looks the same on either side of the mask from your spin, which, I'm not saying that one is more right than the other. It just looks cleaner in situations like this for spin dyeing. Sometimes vinyl or contact paper looks cool for masking with spins for things like letters or little designs, because that hit mark will almost look like a drop shadow on that side and kind of give a little bit more of an effect. The last not so existential lesson I think to be pulled from this one is that Pro Chemical and Dye is still the king, but listen, don't forget about our good old buddy iDye Poly. Even beyond those three colors that I mentioned that you can't find anywhere else, silver, brown, and gunmetal, most of their colors are still a slightly different shade than the ones they overlap with in the other catalogs, and all it does really is expand the full palette of colors that you have to work with in your toolbox. Okay, I'll climb down off my soapbox and let you kids just figure the rest out on your own. Let's move on to how you can put what you've learned into action. If you're new to this game and need a little help getting started, look, we got you with one of our Dye It Yourself kits, like the one that you can see here. They have everything you need to give it a try and to dye a couple discs, which recently we started combining these monthly disc art giveaways with coupon codes for all of our Dye It Yourself kits. This month, you can use the coupon code MANDO to get 10% off any of them and to start banging on some hot plastic. And honestly, they're just a jumping off point. I didn't even really design these Dye It Yourself kits for resale, for that matter. Just a little bit of, let me dip my toes in here before I decide to dive all the way in head first. But listen, take it from me. Jump in. The water is warm. And, for the rest of you that aren't new to this game, I say circle back to the first lesson. Just let go of the wheel, man. Just let go of the wheel. Golly, I can ramble, right? Okay, look, let's move on to the giveaway instructions here before I run out of time. Entering for your chance to win is super simple, and it's the same routine that we've been running for a while now. First, listen, we do these things every single month, really as an appreciation for all of the support that we've gotten from our subscribers over the years. So the first one's real simple. Be one of them. enlist in the TDIDI Army. Second, and maybe equally as important, cram a comment in down below so that the random comment sucker up or vacuum thingy knows that you're like in it to win it, and that it can suck your comment right up. That one is pretty important, I guess. Maybe that's more important. No, that's just as important as the first one. Third, and probably most important to me in the growth of these here TDIDI Airwaves, share this sucker with another hucker. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Listen, helping us spread the good word about TDIDI is really the only thing that we ask in return for bringing the funk in the form of these giveaways every month. And I'm not kidding even a little bit when I say it really does mean the word to me. You can do it however you want, hit the share button, or just tell a huck buddy on the T-Box this weekend. It all works, but just share the sucker with another hucker. And then 1, 2, 3, you're in there. Bang out those 3 simple steps, and you are in it to win it. And then we run these bad boys for like 2 weeks-ish. Now, last month, I got the dates a little mixed up. I screwed that one all up, okay? So I'm going foolproof this time, and we are going to run it right to the very last day of the month. March 31st at the stroke of midnight Eastern Standard Time. Closing the doors to this party, and it's just us in there jamming. And then I'll wake up the next morning, probably a little bit of a hangover, but I'm going straight to the fancy comment sucker up or vacuum thing, and I'm turning it right on. And then one of you bad boys is headed straight to downtown Boomtown. Yeah! Okay, all I've got left for you kiddies is what's coming up on these here TDIDI Airwaves. I've already talked a bunch of it up a little bit, but our next drop will probably be within a week or so. Another episode of our Other Basement Disc Dyers series featuring Daddy Mac Dies, which, listen, this one is a masterclass in disc dyeing. Chris over at Daddy Mac has been killing the game for a long time now and has like some really killer stuff to share with all of you boys and girls. Right behind that, I've got volume 3 of our hashtag TDIDI Army Showcase series to DJ your disc dyeing sessions. And then like I'm starting to totally Jones over another live stream. It has been way too long, so it's time to squeeze another one of those in. And with that, we have come to the end of our time together again, kiddies. I hope that you all had a pantload of fun with me and that you learned something new along the way on the ride. Big ups and many thanks go out to Kob One Art for all of his help with this one. You boys and girls should definitely be heading towards one of those links to go show him some of that TDIDI Army love. Last, best of luck to all of you huckers in the giveaway, and we'll be back with more of the good stuff before you even know it. Until then, you better keep doing it. Oh. Heartbreaker! Oh, no.